Good morning. So it's between Palantir and Spotify as far as what I want to be playing around with this morning. But either one, somewhat interesting. Let's take a look at Spotify's chart for a second here. So I know Palantir is in a great spot. Okay, we're already on it. Oh, that's just getting really extended, just like straight up, which is great for Spotify and people who are already in. But I'm not quite sure how that's going to end up playing out as a trade, as a short-term trade. My instinct says it's not a good idea to be grabbing it this extended off of all the moving averages and on its moves. So I probably will be just watching Spotify for the next few days, maybe even a week or two. But the Palantir is in a much better situation. So now Palantir, on a breakout like this, it was already like kind of between anxious and secure, between the two different styles of stock movement, and a little bit anxious here, but really didn't act badly in the face of panic. It actually acted well. So that means that prior to this, it was leaning secure, a little bit anxious, but leaning secure. Certainly it went anxious here, but then it started to become contiguous and a little bit more respectful after that. And so, but today, it opens up anxious. Like, woo! It's, what a huge open. It's like up 25%, 20%. Let me see. I mean, right now it's up 23%. So I think it was up 25% at one point. And so I think that if it does offer an opportunity within the first few minutes here, excuse me, or in the first half hour or hour, if it does a dip and then comes back up and around, that it could provide a tight stopped breakout anxious entry, catalyst day anxious entry. So that means we could get a 6-to-1 setup, which I hope happens. And I'd go long on that. And otherwise, though, we might have to settle for a 2-to-1 setup, which could take longer to transpire, having shot out the gate so strongly as it has. But the market opens in 5 minutes. And how Palantir plays out from the open, we're just going to have to watch. I'm going to make some quick assumptions here. Let's say we get down to 100. If it were to signal, it probably would hit about 101, and I'd have to put a stop below. Where's my 5 minutes? At the 5? Yeah, below 97. So let me come over here and just double check if that's true. Do I want 97? Yeah, 97.50. Where's 97 here? Yeah, 97. So 101 to 97 is $4. And the typical ADR in this stock, we can go to ATR to see, is about $4. So that's a typical day. It ends up being any tighter than $4, which is possible. Maybe we get a signal at 99 or something. Then we'll be able to shoot for a 6-to-1. Otherwise, I think, then we go for a 4-to-1. But if it really gets away from us, depending on where we can put our stop, see, that's a different thing. Is it could just be green right out of the gate and just start flying. In that case, the stop would end up being the low of the day. And we'll just have to assess whether or not that's, the typical daily range on this stock is 5% of the price. So let's see, we're opening at 102, 3-ish times 0.05. So about $5. So if we can get anything under $5 of risk, we can probably shoot for about a 4-to-1. If we can, setting up a 4-to-1, if we can get under $4 or $3 of risk, then we might be able to set up a 6-to-1. But if it happens to be over $5, risk to stop. Ooh, sorry, I had my coffee. Then I promise. Then we'd have to make it a 2-to-1. So it's just going to be all dependent on these different scenarios. Like right now, we're getting an interesting setup. It could break 103.75-ish with a stop at 102 almost. That's almost like a dollar stop. That could be really good. We have 2 minutes and 30 seconds till the market opens. Say hello if you're out there. Let me know that you're watching. This is going to get us a projected end of day volume information. We do have, I think, jobs reports coming out today at 10 a.m. So after 30 minutes the market goes down, not literally, transpires, then we will be getting a jobs report, and that can affect the market. And it will be interesting to see how the market reacts to the jobs report, what the jobs report is, how the market reacts. In some respect, I would hate to get into Palantir and then there's a terrible jobs reaction and it affects Palantir and then we got to stop out. But I suppose if Palantir goes the right way for a while and then we're in and we got some profit there, that if the jobs report brings us back to break even, I'll probably just snip it off and we'll just let things play out for the day from there. So I have my plan. Low of the day or 101, maybe even 180 could be the stop with an entry at 103.80. So that's $2 of risk. So I'm going to continue to set this up here in case this thing runs away from us for entry. I don't even know if I can buy 175 shares. I don't know if I have that much free cash in my margin account here. Let's see. Times 103.80 is what I'm talking about. Just got a profit target on Walmart, by the way. 18,000. That would be possible. It's possible, but I'm not sure if that's going to cause me to be in such of a margin call situation that I'm going to have to liquidate a couple other opportunities, which I'm fine with. I could liquidate my Walmart. Not really going in anywhere incredible. All right, market is open. Let's see what Palantir does here. I'm ready for a 103.80 breakout, but I'm also ready for like 100, 101 pullback entry type signal. If we can get it. Okay, there's 101.80. All right, good. We're getting some sell-off, profit taking. Say hello if you're here. Okay, so at this point, we really do not like to get into stocks when they're red on the day, on the daily chart. So we really do need to see Palantir get up and above 102.80. So this gives us some insight as to what our risk will be if that were to be the case, and we can dial everything in before we even get in. Because right now we're heading to 100. And if we are going to be entering at 102.80, then that's almost $3 of risk. That's still probably okay for a 6-to-1. But if we get to around $4 or $5 of risk to entry, we're gonna probably gonna only set up a 4-to-1. And if we have to take more than $5 of risk per entry, maybe $6 or more, then oh, here it goes, boom, we're getting in for the, what did I say? Okay, we're in 6-to-1. All right, 6-to-1. Every $210, get out 18 shares every $210. Up a little bit more here. Of gain. It's gonna be different for you, but that's how mine's set up. 630. I'm gonna set these up really quickly before I hit a first target. 630. Oh, did I get hit already? No, I didn't. That was something else. 630, 840, 950, 1060. No, not 1060. Hell no. 840, 1050 would be the next one. 1260. 1470. 1680. 2090. 1680. 1890. 2100. Uh, 62. I only have 13 shares left at that point because of rounding. And that at 2,100 right there. Okay, now we're going to let that play out. See if the jobs report can give us a little lift. Looks like the market's off to a good start. That's good. Yeah, I'm hitting some good things in the rest of my positions. Let's see if anything's going bad. I mean, frankly, nothing's going bad. That actually literally makes me worried that the jobs report is just going to obliterate all of this green, you know? It's a market maker's game out there. Okay, it looks like Palantir's putting in the right quality right now, and here's another entry if we're going to get a boom right there, 103.80 with a stop at 100.50. So that's about a $4 stop. Be good for close to a 4-to-1. So if your risk to stop is tight compared to all the different days and the size that they trade, then you can go for a 6-to-1. If it's average, then you can go for a 4-to-1, and if it's wide, then you can go for a 2-to-1. I don't know if I've written that down anywhere, but that's our system as of 2025. Yeah, no, I haven't written that down. And that's for anxious setups. Anxious manic. Which extreme breakouts like this, extreme continuation breakouts like this are. And so on this one, I'm going to be getting this 6-to-1. So tight stop, 6-to-1. Average stop, 4-to-1. And wide stop 2-1. Yesterday I got into like 5 positions and they all had wide stops. So, you know, I unfortunately really can only set up a 2-1 on them. All right, but there goes Palantir, and our first target will get hit at 104.50, which is really close, actually. 104.60 or something like that. It's basically just beneath the high of the day. So we'll already have shaved 1/10 of my 6-1. So I set up 10 laddered exits across a 6-1 for 100% of my shares. That's what we do with anxious stocks. I better write that down too. There it is. I just got my first profit taken. 1 out of 10 profits. So I took 10% of my position out, up to 6-1. Next target's going to be 105.92. And depending on how this day goes, I think that could get hit. I think we could hit 108. Well, I mean, look, the average day is $5. And the low on today is 150 cents. So 105.50 is well within the realm of reason. And I think everyone's hot about Palantir. So I think that we might see a extra wide day today. We don't even see a $6 or a $7 range day, which means I would hit 1 or 2 more targets there. I'd be 30% out on my position. Okay, I just got a target hit on team. That's nice. Let me go take a look. Okay, great. And I know I took another profit on Walmart. Just got some profit on Carvana. All right, beautiful. Following through there. And how is MMYT doing? That's looking good. Let's see. What else did I get filled on this morning? There's one other one, I think. Sound. Okay. Sound. I've actually got 2 TPs on team. But let's take a look at Sound. Yeah, it's inching its way back up. I converted that into an anxious. You can convert from a secure position-based position to an anxious style position. So for swing scalping, during the life cycle of a position trade. And so that happened on Sound. It got quite manic and became anxious. And so now we're looking to get all of our shares out instead of building a position. You don't want to be trying to build a position in a non-secure stock. Say hello out there. Yeah, that's a beauty. Now this is right where a lot of people will be getting in. So I think this is going to fill up a bit of liquidity and maybe even break out a little bit right here on Palantir. By the way, did anybody get entry on that? Let's take a look at Vulcan. There's a couple of also other high flyers today, but Palantir is the biggest one. Vulcan. AZTR. I'm looking more for something that's in a growth cycle. All right, let's take a, well, I'm just going to go down some more of those. Quantum, Biopharma, big ones. I wanted to look at Spotify and see how it reacts. Interesting. So it wants to take off as well. Wow, really wide range though. 580 stop, 610 entry, $30 of risk. What's the typical range on that? Let's see. 20. So already we'd only be able to get a 2-for-1 on it, and it's highly extended at that. I just don't really see this as a good entry opportunity. I think you got to wait for some maturation on it. Don't get in prematurely. All right, Trump orders sanctions on Iran. The market's probably going to freak out about that because, that increases tension and pressure on the global stage. You may see the market start to pull back and the VIX start to rise. I believe Google reports after hours. Let's take a look at it. Just perked tippy top up there. You might be able to get lotto puts on that if that's something that interests you. Based on the fact that it has extended right into the earnings release. Let's see if we want to do anything with Bitcoin. This is a nice buy candle right here. At this point, price needs to get up and over it. 102,500 would be an entry on Bitcoin. 102,500 with a stop at 98,000. That down. There you go. And Palantir is flying super quickly. A fast right side reclaim. That's a strong sign right there. Fast right side reclaim on Palantir. So we're probably going to almost instantaneously hit our next target right here of almost 106. It hasn't even touched 105, but I mean, it's going to blast through that with this kind of fast right side reclaim action going on, in my opinion. There's 105.30, 35. And I think within just less than 60 seconds, we're probably going to hit our next target. 105.42. But either way, this is a positive sign in the right direction. 105.45, 46. Okay, we're at about maybe 45 seconds left. 105.60, 65. I still got about 40 seconds to make do on what I just said. 105.74. There it is. It took 20 seconds to do what I just said. So, who's the man? Wait, let's do this. So next target to hit will be more closer to 107. Let's see the exact price. You have to zoom up sometimes in Thinkorswim. 106, just under 107. It's like 106.95, right around 107. It'll get hit. So, but I'm out 2 out of 10. 6 to 1 target exits. And so that means I'm 20% out already. This is how you make money. The market is acting a little skittish, though. So, we might have to rest on those profits a little bit and wait it out. We do have the jobs report coming in 13 minutes. It'd be nice if I could just pop one more take profit on Palantir at that point. It's at 106 just about right now, and remember my next target's like 106.95. It's not really a target, it's a laddered take profit up a 6 to 1 for my entry. Up 6 to 1 to you. Up who's 6 to 1? And yeah, gold is still flying though, so gold is remaining skittish, and a safe haven is growing as a safe haven. But I do believe the dollar must be strengthening. Let's go take a look at the dollar. I'm getting a different reading than what's showing up here. I don't think this is correct. I'm getting a different reading on another chart saying that the dollar is, quite strong right now. Okay. What could happen is we spiked yesterday and it doesn't line up. There must be some delay in this feed here. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, that's trading view. I don't think I'm getting accurate dollar data. Okay, rates are coming down a little bit after moving up in pre-market. So that's positive. I imagine that the dollar is moving up. Seeing it moving down on this daily chart, I don't think that's accurate because over on my 1 minute chart, I also see that it's moving up. I'm going to check another system. Let me see here. Where's the dollar? Yeah. Oh, no, that's gold. Symbols. Looking for the dollar index on this other system here. Oh, FX maybe might have it, but that's going to be currency pairs. I'm looking for the dollar index. Popular. Could be in commodities. Let's see. I don't see anything labeled dollar on this system. Maybe this one. Well, I don't know if I'm getting accurate information from TradingView. It doesn't make any sense. It makes sense that it would be strong. The dollar would be strengthening today. There goes Palantir. Look, I'm only like 15 cents away now from hitting that third profit target. So things working out. We do have jobs report in T-minus 9 minutes. And if I were you, I wouldn't get in front of a freight train. So take it easy for a few minutes here. JOLTS, job openings. So what this will indicate is how many jobs openings is sort of like how many jobs have been created. But I mean, you can also create jobs by having firings, So you gotta take it hand in hand with other data. But generally speaking, anything above what it says the forecast is about 7.8 million job openings. The consensus opinion is that it'll be 8 million. Previously, it was 8.1 million job openings. Oh, did I get hit? Oh, only like 4 cents away. So close. On Palantir for that third profit target. But so we're looking for anything better than 7.8 million will be okay. Anything short of that, it's going to spook the market probably. Doesn't mean anything to, like there's a lot of economic factors, okay, out there. You have to take them all on the whole, but it's going to spook the market if it doesn't hit forecast or better. Let's say it hits let's say it hits a massive total surprise. I mean, that's not going to happen, okay? It's going to be, at most maybe 8.1 or 8.2. But let's say it hit like 9.4. Interest rates would drop, bonds would start getting bought up, the dollar would strengthen, the market would fly. I mean, there's a lot of positive upside to a surprise beat in that sense. I'm going to call it a beat. We got jobless claims on Thursday. We got PMI tomorrow. We got a bunch of reports, but the big ones are PMI tomorrow and jobless claims on Thursday, and then non-farm payrolls, meaning like unemployment and all those things on Friday. Here goes, I think, what is that? Oh, the market is moving strongly right now into the jobs report, which is, I don't get, doesn't make sense. Could be shiny lure. Could be bait. Right before the report with market makers trying to bait bulls in, trying to get things elevated. A phone call between Trump and China's president has just been scheduled. So that's going to be happening soon, is what the report says. Market is acting fairly strong. Let's take a look at Roku, which I'm not in. I did think they have earnings on Friday or something. Let me see. Earnings in like a week and a half. Okay. That actually does not look good. That doesn't look great. Stock. All right. And we're in team already. What else we got here? Anybody got any growth picks? Jobs report comes out in 5 minutes. These are all stocks I'm in. 2.5 minutes until jobs report. I'm curious to see what happens. I'm looking good. I mean, knock on wood. I got my fingers crossed for a solid jobs report. No spook in the markets. But I think either way, it's going to release some volatility. And things are going to need adjusting, regardless. So let's see what happens here. Here comes the report. I'm about to hit that other target on Palantir. It's getting kind of close again. Let's put that up over here and watch everything. Got yields, value stocks, Bitcoin, the dollar. Oh yeah, this here it shows the dollar going down. I think this must be the inverse dollar. I've got the inverse dollar up here. Let me see. Yeah, that's incorrect. I should not have the inverse dollar. Oh, Reddit. We just got a Profit Tucker on Reddit. That's nice. We'll go take a look at that in a minute. Where is the... Change it. Okay, there we go. No, then why? It is not inverse. Oh, it must be my axis is upside down. Invert scale. There we go. Boom. Okay. All right. Now I finally have. The dollar is weakening. That doesn't make any sense. Must be because of the tariffing. I believe that this jobs report, if robust, would correct that. Here it comes. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, jobs report. What do you got for us? Ooh, it was a little bit devastatingly low. 7.6 job openings. The market is responding positively at first. Is that bullshit? Consensus was 8. Yeah. 7.6. That's falls short. 7.6 divided by 8 is what? That's a 5% miss. And yet the market is responding positively. Don't believe it with my eyes. Could that be? It makes no sense. Let's see if we have any reporting coming in on Twitter of any opinions on how on earth that makes any sense. Okay, I got a Profit Tucker on MO Jolts. Jolts comes in at 7.6, forecast 8. Very bullish reading. What have I done wrong here? Oh! I was thinking of the wrong jobs data. Oh, that's great. Okay, got it. I believe what it tries to tell you is that too many people got fired. Those aren't new jobs, I guess. Job openings is sort of like how many people have been laid off kind of thing. Which I would think it would be in unemployment. But anyway, a lower number is better. Okay, and this is why the market is flying. And this was actually a 5% beat then. But I'm not seeing that reaction from the dollar, by the way. The dollar's still falling. However, rates are falling, which is good. And the market is appreciating, is moving up. Let's take a look at the market. Confusing thing with jobs sometimes. Let's see if anybody else has any more confusing opinions. Okay. I tell you what, let's go over to the information on jobs openings and see what it says. I just don't see how that is a positive, you know. But okay, let's ask ChatGPT to try to explain that one, because the market is totally reacting positively, but not the dollar. Giving the info now. ChatGPT is writing me back here. It's writing it all. Oh. What ChatGPT is essentially saying is that this is good for deflation. This is good for the inflation, the state of inflation. It means rates should come down. And that's only because apparently there's not as many job openings, and so there won't be excess productivity. I would imagine that more productivity is good, though, but it's a complex topic. Hello, hey there. But it's a complex topic. Let's see what it continues to say. Weaker hiring can signal economic slowdown or recession. If job openings decline without a spike in unemployment, it suggests a cooling labor market, which could encourage the Fed to cut rates, which becomes potentially bullish for stocks. Oh, yeah, this is a very complex, you know, reading. I guess it's saying that this feeds into rate cuts. But interestingly enough, it does say that a lower JOLTS number can result in a weaker dollar. Interesting. And it is bullish for gold. Yeah, and gold is going up on the news. And it is bullish for the market, it says. Final takeaway. If you're trading equities, lower job numbers is often bullish because it increases the odds of rate cuts. If you're focusing on the economy's strength, higher job numbers suggest resilience, but could lead to tighter Fed policy. So I think the market is responding positively because of the relationship these numbers have with the Fed. You did say this week would be good. I did? Well, okay. Knock on wood. You came in, I'm almost done. Usually I'm done around the top of the hour, but because we had jobs numbers at 10, I wanted to see what happened. You came in at the tail end of the broadcast here, and I think I am going to bug out now because we're pretty well situated. And I will come over to the group to continue to talk about any other opportunities that come up throughout the day. I'll let you know of them. But looking good at the moment. See how far these jobs numbers take us, and see how deep any pullback is. I find this to be a very complex topic. I am not going to sugarcoat it. Okay, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you back in the group. Thanks for watching, everybody.